Good evening, everyone. Hope we're all well. How are we all doing? Like I say, I hope we're all well and hope things are good. Good evening to everyone who's online. Good evening to familiar faces. Good evening to anyone who's new. As I say, I hope we're all well. There's just for everybody, there's energy shifts going on again. Quite profound shifts as well. Quite snowing now. There you go. It's snowing in May, 1st of May, and it's snowing. But good evening, Justin. Good evening, Donna. Good evening, Alison, Alethea, Angel, Donna, and Somaya. Good evening, all you. Like I say, there's massive shifts going on. Profound shifts. You'll find things are majorly happening. They've been happening for me the last 2-3 weeks. Been happening for other people I know. And all we can do is keep ourselves as grounded and as synchronized to ourselves as we possibly can. We keep going. We have to do what's right for our lives. We have to be the inspiration for other people. And what I mean by that is, all the energies that are around, everything else are affecting you. All you can do is deal with what you deal with in your own life, and in doing that, you deal with your issues, your day-to-day lives, the things in your lives, the manifestations, the good things, the bad things, whatever goes on in your life. You have to deal with it and try and deal with it in the best way that you possibly can. And that's how we grow. We grow by how we deal with things. It's not about the situations that are caused. It's not about the situations that happen, but it is about how we deal with the situations themselves. And it's not just always giving unconditional love. It's not always, always give unconditional love, but it's not. Unconditional love isn't about doing what other people want you to do or doing what you feel you need to do. It is also, unconditional love is about being true to you. This is what our lives are about. These are what our emotions are about. These are what our energies are about. And we have to learn, how to guide ourselves with our own souls, with our own energies, to be able to not only guide our own selves, but to follow and learn and grow by the decisions that we make. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say, I don't want this. It's okay to get angry. People think getting angry, being happy, whatever is what it's all about, and all that. But sometimes it's okay to honor our feelings, and we have to honor our feelings, and be true to ourselves. And all of that's all okay. What other people do is their choice, as it is yours. And that's what it's all about. And being true to, like I say, being true to yourself. And the only way we can be true to ourselves is by connecting to our own soul, connecting to our true self, that silent voice, that guidance that we have that we ignore on a daily basis, including myself. We all do it. That's all part of being human. That's all part of having that ego. And that's a sort of trend word at the moment, ego and things like that. But we can't entirely eradicate ego, and we shouldn't want to eradicate ego, because ego is part of our character, part of what makes who we are, and everything else like that. So good evening to everyone that's come on since I've been rambling on and chatting and sat in my own ego for a few minutes there. But good evening to everyone. Good evening, Amy. Good evening, Andrea. Good evening, Melissa, Shemaine, Maxine, Bernadette. Good to see you again, Bernadette. So guys, understand with my readings, I do come to people directly, but I go to who I feel I'm drawn to. I do try to give as many readings as I can, and sadly it does restrict. So those who wish to have a reading, put up, say you'd like to have a reading, see if I'm drawn to you. Even if you don't put up you want to read, and I may still make it drawn to you. I do work entirely. Um, I do work. Good evening, Alison. I do work entirely by what spirits show me and how I feel. I work with energy first and foremost. I'm a clairsentient, so I go with that first and how I read things. Okay, so without further ado, let's see the names that are on the list that I see anyway, because I don't see everyone. Um, I need to come to Melissa Belus, or Melissa Belus. I do apologise. Forgive my ignorance if I've pronounced your surname incorrect, Melissa. But Melissa from Canada, are you there, darling? That's one thing I do ask. If I'm giving you a reading, please, acknowledge for a start. That helps create a link, and we'll take it from there. Melissa, there she is. Thank you, Melissa. Like I say, just keep coming through. If I say anything, say, "Oh, you understand it? Yes, no, whatever." If you get a no, don't be frightened to say no. I'll give you more information so we can understand where it comes from. Melissa, I will say before I came on tonight, for about an hour before I came on, I had a spirit connect with me, and obviously kept coming in and out. I tell it to come back a little bit late because they're a little bit early, things like that. But I did, and they're connecting in with me again now, Melissa. And I am getting a headache. They're giving me a headache, so they definitely had something to do with the head, either head trauma or a stroke or something. But I'm definitely getting a pain and a pressure and everything around the head. I also feel a little bit confused, a little bit dazed, a little bit like I'm in a whirlwind. So I don't know if that's your energy that I'm picking up or the spirit that I'm with, but it is giving me quite a sort of headache, especially across the front so far. I do feel quite nauseous and sick. I feel like the spirit that's connecting with me, I'm seeing a hospital, seeing someone in bed, quite a lot, tubes, things like that, machines around and the whole 9 yards. I really felt that they were really quite nauseously sick towards the end. And I also do feel that I get the C word, the cancer, around it as well. And I do feel that there's a female energy from dementia. Okay, that would make sense with the head thing. But would you understand the cancer and the medical? And I also do a female there as well, female energy. And I'm seeing a hospital room with machines all around it. Would you understand why I'm seeing that as well, Melissa? If you could take that away from me, darling, that'd be lovely. Take the headache away. Okay, thank you. Oh, I think that was definitely your nan, Melissa. She's coming through. She's coming through though instantly. She's wanting to give you love and strength. She's giving you lots of love, and that. She's just letting me know she's saying the words, emotionally last 4 days of her life. Okay, I do get that. Okay, no to cancer. Okay, I'll come to the cancer bit in a minute. Okay, because I do feel there's somebody else in spirit with cancer, and maybe that's where I was interlocking the energies. But would you understand about emotional support? She's saying she's around, she's coming around you. She thanks everyone, like you say, for the vigil. She's thanking everyone for that, and she's appreciative of that. But she's also saying around you at the moment, she's around you because you require the emotional support, as though you need someone to have your back. I feel extremely tired. She's showing she's visited in my dreams. Nice one. Then she's having the confirmation. Okay, darling, she's giving you the confirmation that what you're seeing, the dreams, everything. She's letting you know she's around you, and she's trying to give you as much support as possible. I do feel as though she's showing me with you that you're extremely tired. I do feel the emotion. My throat's coming up, and it's like you don't know what to say at the moment. Okay. Or there feels like there's a blockage with words coming out. I do feel that. Um, right. Is it you, Melissa, that someone's got issues with their sinuses or something around? Because all my sinuses and all that have all really sort of came up and started creating me problems. And it's almost like someone's having problems around their eyes as well. Okay, around their eyes and sinuses. I feel that someone, either you or someone around you, that's feeling that. Okay. Um, I do feel that life has become stagnant for you, or it's become to a shuddering halt. It's like suddenly you've hit a brick wall or something, and suddenly everything's come to a shuddering stop. Okay, that's you. Um, and it's almost like you're asking spirit, or you're asking someone, or you're asking people out loud, like, what's going on, what's happening, because I'm not understanding what's going on. Does that make sense to you? There feels a definite confusion. I don't necessarily mean with the dementia with your nan, but I feel more like around you and what's going on in life. It feels like something's come to a sudden halt, or there's been a sudden shock of something of some kind, because I just feel like my breath's been taken away for a little bit and things are becoming overwhelming. She wants to acknowledge a younger female around you, an achievement, or something that she just wants to acknowledge. I'm seeing a younger female, so I don't know if it's a daughter, a niece, or a grandchild or something, but I see a younger female around you that she wants to acknowledge for some reason. Okay. And I do, if I'm honest, I do feel that I do feel that there's a sense of positivity around this female, that there's either she's achieved something recently, or something, but she just wants to acknowledge the younger female, and something that she's achieved recently. There you go. So she just wants to acknowledge that, darling. I read that energy. There is a sense of pride from spirit for this, and they want to acknowledge that. Please pass that on to your daughter as well. That that she is looked after, and she is looked upon and looked out for. She's also saying the message for you, Melissa. It's almost you've come to a point in your life. It's like you've been Melissa the mum, Melissa the wife, whatever, Melissa the daughter to your parents and all the rest of it. But it's almost like she's saying it's okay now to say, who is Melissa, as in just yourself. Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? And it feels like you're now in a period of life where you can make decisions of certain kinds. You can decide to do what you want to do for you. Who do you want to be? What do you want to become? So on and so forth. I also do feel that there may be discord slightly at home for some other reason, that some people aren't seeing eye to eye, if that makes sense. But I'm being seen that that's not a problem, and it will resolve itself, and it will be fine, as long as people communicate and talk, and honest with their feelings and how they feel. But I do feel that there is a movement in your life about moving forward as you as an individual. I do feel that. When you're saying about the discord of the family, I do feel she's repeating the same words again: honesty, honesty, honesty. It's almost like, I'm not saying anyone's lying or anything else like that, but I do feel that some people struggle or don't understand how to speak their own truth, as it were, or speak truly how they feel. She's saying, stay strong. You're the rock. She's saying you're one of the people that actually see the truth, can see reality, can see truth, and you have to stick to that. And she's also saying you're not wrong. She's also saying stop questioning yourself. It's almost like you over evaluate or overthink things, and not just about what's going on, but it's like you question, which is the right thing to do. We look at ourselves and see how we could have done better and dealt with things better, and she understands that. But it's almost like she says you go too far with it. You start changing your behaviors or your wording or whatever to accommodate other people, and she said, and that's not helping either. It's almost like she's saying you not stand your ground as in horribly, but it's like you got to stand your ground as regards your point of view. All right. um I've just been given some heather to give you, like Scottish heather or tundra type heather, like a purple heather. I don't know why I normally get flowers or whatever, but she's given me some heather to give to you. So I don't know if the name Heather or Heather in particular, but I'm seeing like some purple style heather, what I would call Scottish heather, but you may know it different in Canada. But Melissa, please take their love, and I hope the messages help. But stay strong. I don't feel that you're in the wrong, if that makes sense. All right. So you need to sort of believe in yourself a little bit more. Okay, who shall I go on to next? As I say, guys, I do go to those who you're welcome, Melissa. I do go to those who I feel drawn to, and I've got to come up. I've got to come to Justin, if that's okay, Justin Dobson. If I come to you, mate, I've seen your name come up a few times this evening, and it keeps jumping out at me. So I'm going to come to you. I've got a gentleman instantly that's connecting with me, Justin. Um, Definitely on a father level, and if it's not your father, then a grandfather who was like a father to you, and that's not a cop out, but there's definitely this feel a connection to you in a fatherly male energy that's connecting to me, and he does feel like he's an older male that you respected. I feel that there is a respect there. There isn't any discord, but there is a respect there. Okay, he's pointing to my glasses and laughing, so I feel that he had glasses of some kind or something. He's drawing me attention to the eyes of some kind. I do feel he's quite a tall gentleman, quite a well-built gentleman. I wouldn't say he was overweight or obese or anything else like that. I just think that he was like quite a strong, physically strong man as well. He's given me a big presence. He's given me a big energy, a strong energy, that when he stood there and that he was in the room or in the house or anything else like that, people knew he was there, even if he didn't have to speak. He had that kind of energy. Could you take this so far, Justin? I need to know that you're with me and that we're good and you're understanding what I'm giving. But definitely a male figure, definitely a fatherly energy about him. You can take it. That's perfect. Okay. Right. I will say he doesn't mince his words, Justin. Okay. In the sense that he's coming in and the first words he's saying is somebody is taking the pisticles out of you. Okay. There's a situation or energy that's around you, and I feel, and this gentleman that's coming straight away, and he said there is someone around you that is um yeah, not taking the mick. And it's like you, I feel that you know it. I feel that you're questioning it, but it's almost like they're still like backing up the narrative. I hope this is making sense to you, Justin, because I feel that this is quite serious, if I'm honest. But this gentleman that's connecting to me is not happy. He's not happy. Not happy with you. He's not happy with someone really taking the mick, and he's actually saying again, not in a horrible way, he's not having a go at you, but he's saying you need to stand up and be the man and actually say enough's enough. He said, take that leap of faith. You may not have the evidence, you may not have the proof that you're on about or whatever, but someone is not saying the entire truth. And it's almost like he's saying you need to stand up and make the right decision for you. Okay, it's like you need to stand up and say enough. I'm glad it makes sense, mate. Okay. I feel you wear your heart on the sleeve. The energy that I get, like I say, I feel you wear your heart on the sleeve, and I feel this is hitting you in the feels. Do you know what I mean? I do feel that you're a sensitive man, not a weak man. There's a difference. I feel that you feel emotions as a man, but you hold it all in. And I feel that you've got like a heavy weight on your chest at the moment, right in your heart chakra, and you really feel it in the feels. They're showing me there. Sorry for going quiet. And I do need you to reply to this, Justin, but they're showing me there that there's moments throughout the day, because this is playing on your mind so much, and it's hurting the feel so much, that there's moments you find that you're blanking out almost, that you find yourself popping off, daydreaming almost, and when you come back, to your own mind, sort of thinking, oh, well, where am I, what am I doing? And it's almost like you have to take a few seconds to collect yourself again, because um, you just feel like your mind, your consciousness has gone off somewhere else. Does that make sense? And um, and it's like that's what they're concerned about, the fact that your mind is drifting. And I feel that can cause you, or potentially cause you, future problems, if you know what I mean. It's almost like you've got to get that control, that self-discipline back to yourself, and bring yourself back to you, because it's like you drift off at times. It's almost like you feel lost sometimes in here, and it feels like you're drifting, and you're just like drifting, like you're lost at sea. You're just drifting, and then this is really not the wind out your sails and not your legs out from underneath you. But I'm being shown that you will, pick yourself up, but you got to bring yourself back to you. I feel that's, if I'm honest, Justin, that's what he's coming in to say, and wanted to say and do, and all that. And I feel that he is the type of man that he says he's peace, and then that would be it, because I do feel that he's pulled away from me a little bit more there. And just as a little uh, image I just got in the thing there, I did see someone playing cricket, or dressed up like that they play cricket, or there's a cricket connection somewhere. I just want to throw that one in. But please take his love, Justin. He's around you. Understand he's around you. Feel his strength when he's around you. When you have that moment where you feel like you want to say your piece, and you want to say the truth, or you want to say he's enough, that's the strength. That's the moment that you say enough. React like an adult. Don't overreact, because we can all sometimes fall into doing that. But stay strong to yourself, and stay true to your words and to who you are, and you'll know what I mean. So please take his love, Justin, and much appreciated for letting me come to speak with you. All right, who else do I feel drawn to this evening? Who do I feel drawn to? You're welcome, Justin. Like I say, guys, I do go to who I feel drawn to. If anyone wants any one-to-one readings, then reach out to me, contact me directly. I do one-to-one readings. I also have a page, universalmechanic.com. You can check me out on there and see what I do, or message me privately on Facebook Messenger, and I'll always reach out to people. But if anyone Um, and my readings last about 40 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour, depending who and what comes through and what we're doing the reading for. So, who should I go to next? I'm not being drawn to anyone at the moment. Um, I'm going to come to Melanie McGonigal. I hope I've pronounced that correctly, Melanie. Are you there, Melanie? Nice one, Kels Bells. I like that. Nobody loves me out there going for the sympathy. I love that. That's funny. That is funny. But Melanie, are you there? Melanie McGonigal. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. She must be furiously typing now, having a go at me, the mispronunciation. So please excuse my ignorance on that one, Melanie. But are you there, Melanie? So if I do come to you and I ask you to think, just put yourself up there so I know you think that create the connection. We can start with the reading. But Melanie McGonigal, you there? Hey, close. That'll do. Finally got there, Melanie, didn't we? I'm laughing because as I connect to your energy, Melanie, either A, the energy that I'm getting from you is that life is like this. You're doing 101 different things at the moment, and life seems to be, really quite, you know, overwhelming, and just everything's going on at once at the moment, or your mind never shuts down. I really feel the energy that I'm getting through you. My mind is, how do you live in that head? Because everything's like 100 miles an hour at the moment in my mind as I connect with you. Yeah, we got you, Melanie. And that's, oh, and it's almost like you want or needed things to slow down for you at the moment, but at the same time, I feel that you're frightened of things slowing down, because if you do, then you'll get bored. It's a weird quandary the way I'm feeling, really sort of in the middle of all this at the moment with the energies, and it's just how it makes me feel. So there's definitely a, whoa, oh, that came in with a wave. Oh, that really made 2 seconds. Calm down, take it easy. Connect with me a little bit slower. Right, there's a male and a female that's connecting with me, and I believe it's the male. So again, please forgive me, but he's coming with a really powerful energy, and it's like, and it's almost like they have the energy where they come in and they're saying, like, they're a doer. They come in and get things done and get fixed and blah blah blah. But it's almost, even when things don't need to be done, they're always there. They're always trying to do things for other people and coming in with a big powerful energy that can knock people sideways a little bit. But I feel that they have a big heart, and they had, when they were alive, they had this energy or this character where they felt that they always wanted to do something for somebody. Do you know what I mean? And I would even border to the point that some people would even sort of hold them off a little bit because their energy was so powerful. And it's like, stop interfering into my life. But I feel that this person didn't feel that they were interfering or didn't mean to interfere, but it was almost like they always felt that they had to do something for somebody. They had this urge just to keep on doing things for people. Big, powerful energy. Okay, I understand. So why are you coming in for Melanie tonight then, guys? First and most, Melanie, they want you to know that they're actually proud of you. I do get a sense of that sense of pride of who you become as a person, and in particular who you become as a woman. I don't know why they wanted me to say that in particular, but they're just saying, they're proud of you, but proud of you for the woman that you've become. Um, and they want you to know that they're sorry for leaving you early. Does that make sense to you, Melanie? I feel that there's something or an energy around where someone felt that they left them early or too early. And I feel one went before the other, and I feel that the second one went because the first one went, and it was almost like they were heartbroken, and the heartbreak brought on the passing of the second person. Does that make sense, Melanie? Because I'm feeling a lot of love, and I'm feeling a lot of connections here. And when I mean saying a lot of connections, I don't just mean different, amounts of people. I'm being shown a lot of love. The connection is powerful, very loving, very strong. That I feel that when one person passed, it created a chain reaction that contributed to the second person passing. I'm also seeing September is important, and they've just got up September. September is important, birthday, anniversary of passing, or something like that. But September is important in some way. They're also showing me tears at Christmas time, but they're also saying, Melanie, from the Christmas will get better. So I feel that someone used to enjoy Christmas or whatever, but Christmas isn't as fun now for some reason. But they're saying that Christmas will eventually get better. And they're drawing my attention to a forearm. So someone, I don't know why, but they're drawing me attention to my forearm. I don't know if it's left or right, but they're just drawing me to attention to a forearm. So either I think someone had a tattoo. That's the feeling I'm getting. Someone's had a tattoo on their forearm. They're just acknowledging that. I'm also, and I don't know why, I'm seeing swifts on the hands. Tattoos, the Swifts, where someone used to have Swifts on their hands. It's an old style tattoo. Used to have a meaning to it, which wasn't really nice, but I don't think it was to do with the meaning. But they're just showing me Swifts. I don't know if it's the Swifts that tattoos, and but they're showing me Swifts. So again, it could be some symbolic as well. Okay. I get the feeling they're showing me whatever path or course you're looking to divert your life towards, whatever path or diversion you're looking at, etc., and so on and so forth. I do feel that they're supporting you in that, and they're saying go for it. So you're either looking at a new venture, or looking at going down a new road, or moving to a complete different area. It's almost like you want to shake up your life in a complete way, and you're looking at different ways of doing it. But I feel that there's a project or venture that you're looking at doing, you're thinking about, you're mulling over, you're discussing, you're trying to work out how to do it. They're telling me thumbs up, you need to do it, and you need to go do it, and they want to let you know that they're trying to support you in as much as possible in that endeavor. And they're just showing me a bicycle, like a child's bicycle, with tassels hanging off the handlebars or something like that. So it's almost like someone's learning to ride or someone's learning something new. Um, but I do feel that there's changes going on in around your life. I do feel that there's a little bit of emotion there still. I feel that there's a little bit of grieving and energy that needs to be released and a few more tears that are coming. But I do feel overall, I feel, you know, I feel things would be good for you. I feel by the end of this year, your life will be a lot calmer and a lot more peaceful. And they're just giving me red roses to give to you, Melanie. So I hope that that helps. And I hope that the message is giving you the comfort that you need and the guidance that you need tonight, Melanie. Please accept my love. Take care, Melanie. And I hope the message has helped. Let's see what we can do. Alethea. Can I come to Alethea Pope, please? Are you there, Alethea? Hope you're all well, everyone, here tonight. Understand there are a lot of changes. There's a lot of energy shifts and quite profound energy shifts going on over a period of weeks and months. So everyone's having difficulties, everyone thing and all. You're more than welcome, Melanie. And all I'll say to people is sometimes we have to just go with it. As hard as that may be, what we want to, control and project where our life is going. But weird thing. And going on that note, Alethea, nice to see you, sweetie, tonight. I've got to say, as I connect, what a lovely energy you have. I would even say it's bordering on angelic. If not, it's angelic itself. But I've got to say, Alethea, what an absolutely wonderful energy you have. Very healing energy, very bright energy. I feel everywhere you go and every day of your life you bring love and light and joy to people wherever it is you go. You bring calmness and peace, and as I'm talking to you, I'm feeling calm. This heavy energy that's been on my chest for a little while today, I'm feeling it's being lifted just by talking to you. What a beautiful energy. And I heard you said earlier that there are loads of people up in spirit of you or whatever. There is, but not all of them are relatives of yours. I think you have such a contingent of spirit, of guides, of angels, of energy, connections, synchronicities. You are so, so connected. And you know what the wonderful and most loving and humble thing for me about this energy is? That you're so connected, but you don't realize how connected you actually are. You just think I'm just being me. And that's lovely because it means you're not aware of the power and the strength and the abilities. You don't know how to use it. Well, maybe this is what message is about. Get out there and learn, join a development circle, you know, um, speak to people, learn, try things, meditate. Listen to what you get. I am also being shown you get a lot of images in your head. You get a lot of visions. And you think they're like dreams that you have to interpret them or whatever. I'm being told some of the dreams, some of the visions that you get in are quite literal for you. You're that connected. you know, I feel that spirit doesn't have to talk in riddles to you. I also feel you get an energy, you feel energy. You can understand when you speak to someone, whether they're nice, whether they're not so nice, you feel energy. They're also showing me you get washing machine stomach, you get knots in your stomach and you don't know what to do. You are so connected. And they're showing me that you have had visitations at night on an angelic level. You've seen a light or you've seen a being at night time that's lit up the room, and you have either you've only told one or two people or you haven't told anyone at all. Okay, I'm being shown that you get visited quite regularly at night time by spirit, but not in a scary way, not in anything like that, but in an actual nice way. Okay, you are so connected. You say that, Claire. Oh my God, this is defo me. Spirit have an amazing way of that, and I'll say that to anyone. If anything I say tonight is for somebody else, but it resonates with you, take that as a message as well. Spirit aren't stupid. The divine are not stupid. They're showing me, Alethea, why would you understand why they're showing me daisy chains or someone sitting and I can just see as I'm looking through their eyes and someone's putting daisy chains or something floral. Someone likes nature, someone likes being outside. I'm seeing someone dancing in a meadow with wild flowers and things like that. What are those things that you blow when you're a kid? And it, and all the things I can't remember what they're called, but I'm seeing all of those. It's like someone enjoys a simple connection to energy, to life, and you understand how energy flows and all that. You may not understand it, but you feel it. All of this makes sense so far, Alethea. And I've got to say, what a wonderful, beautiful name, Alethea. Are you there, Alethea? Anyone else there? Like all the comments have stopped. I'll come to you in a bit, Claire. Yes, my mum was a hippie. Okay. Okay, that would make sense, the image that I'm getting. Okay. Would you understand, Alethea, that she's showing me as well that it's like you struggle to connect you and the human world, like normal people going to 9 to 5 work or whatever, and it's almost like you're struggling with that normal human world, that normal everyday life that we all have to live to a certain extent. um I hope that makes sense to you as well. I'm also seeing numbers, like someone's adding up numbers, some mathematics, or either someone's doing something mathematical, or which I feel it's more towards that maybe the accounts aren't quite adding up numbers, money in quite, but there's something that's not adding up, or someone's adding up. But I'm seeing numbers, lots of numbers, and I would lean towards money because I'm now seeing accounts. So I would say that you know um I'm seeing you know that kind of thing. I do feel she's showing me, I do feel that money is coming your way, because I just heard coins falling like a waterfall, and that usually means that money is coming. I do feel that money is coming your way. uh and they're telling me they've heard your prayers. They're showing me you've sat. Okay, you remember numbers really well. Okay, I'm just seeing lots of numbers, like it comes easy. But I do feel that you've asked spirit for some things at night time. There's been some moments where you felt a bit low or whatever, and I feel this is the message that you said earlier. You don't know how do I use it. I feel join a development of some kind. I feel spirit are nudging you to join somewhere, to learn, to develop what you've got, to understand the energies, to understand what's happening to you, to be able to make sense of it all. Because I do feel that you're a light worker, Alethea. Like I say, the energy that I get from you, the light that comes from you, the energy that I feel is actually really beautiful, really quite nice. And you've got a connection. So I feel you need to develop it. So like you said earlier, you don't know how to use it. Fine. Join a development circle, go online, find out in your local area if there's any spiritualist church that are doing development circles and so on and so forth. And you'll be quite surprised that something will come your way. I feel spirit saying we will bring something your way, and you'll just know it will feel right to join that group of something. Okay. Well, they just brought this in as well before they go. Something to do with food, Alethea. There's something to do with food around you. Someone's having problems with food, or you're having problems with it, and it really gives a physical problem. There's a physical reaction in the body to it. I don't know if it's celiac or gluten intolerant or something like that, but I just get that feeling. All right, but they're telling me it's something to do with food. So if you mix and match, you should be able to find the right foods that work for you. All right. Please take their love though, Alethea. I hope these words and messages mean something to you. But seriously, Alethea, find that development circle. Trust me, it'll be the best thing you ever did. I'm an engineer by trade, so this is far removed, and it was the best thing I ever did 12, 15 years ago when I decided to make the transition to a spiritual way of life and a spiritual way of thinking and feeling. You're welcome, Alethea. This is all about just energy, guys. I've had people ask me in the last week or two, how do I do this? How do I do my mediumship and stuff like that? It's all about energy, guys. Everything's energy, frequency, and vibration. We have to go down back to the very basics of things, okay, and understand that everything's energy and we're all connected. So spirit can connect to us, we can connect to each other. We're all spirit, we're all energy, we're all frequency, vibration. Okay, I see everyone's been talking on that about visitations and things like that and signs that we get, but this is what I'm saying. It's anybody can do this, guys. I had the privilege. I've traveled a lot in my life. I was in the Navy. I went to different parts of the world. I met different cultures, different people, from South America to Far East to Africa to North America, Australasia. Been all over, and I met different cultures. And one thing I've learned, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, we're all one thing. We're all human. We're all connected, and we're all just trying to do the best we can. We have this belief that we're all different, and we're not. Actually, fundamentally, we're not. We're all the same. We're just energy beings in a human body, just trying to make the best of it. And while we're here, we try and learn. We learn. Our emotions are what teach us. When things go wrong, when things don't go the way that we like, they're the things that teach us. That's how we learn, and that's how we grow, and we make mistakes. But as long as we will learn from those mistakes, so don't think that bad things are bad things. Bad things are there to teach us and to grow. It may also be a way of removing people from our lives. It may be a way of removing us from other people's lives. But we have to believe. We have to believe in ourselves, understand we're just on a journey, and what people do isn't necessarily personal to ourselves, but we can also we all bleed the same color. We just have to believe in ourselves, connect to ourselves, live our true, authentic life, and you'll find that peace and harmony comes with it. You'll find the discontent, you'll find the irritability, you'll find the urge to keep searching for something more will go, because you're living your true life. All we're searching for is that meaning of what we're here for. And what we're here for, our soul will let us know, but we ignore it. We ignore that silent voice because our ego, our brain. Control your mind, control anything. Yes, Ash, I believe with that. But I believe it's more in the sense of control your mind, because your mind is only the chip that operates the body, that operates the thing that gets you to do, that holds the memories, things like that. Your mind is just a part of the body. Consciousness is a completely different thing. So although, yes, control your mind, you control anything. Control your mind, you control your emotions. It can do, Julie. Our mind can always feel out of control, especially if we're connecting and we're being awakened. And it can become overwhelming, and you can and this is why we have to learn all of this stuff, because we can take on feelings, thoughts and energies of other people's and take them on as our own, and then it become overwhelming and we assume it's us when in actual fact it's somebody else's energy. But until we realize that and learn how to deal with that, it become overwhelming. And this is all part of the process, all part of the awakening process. And anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. Well, Mandy, 10, 22 with 22 people online. I mean, it's, yeah, it's an amazing thing. Anything, and can you connect anything or anyone to me? Jonathan Riley. Let's have a think, Jonathan. Let's have a gander. Straight away, Jonathan. Yeah, Bernadette, many spiritual awakenings, not just one. Many. Yeah, we all have them. Trust me, we all have them. But just know that they're just, again, it's just all energy, and it does all just sort of go away, even if it's horrible stuff. But I even still believe that if we got horrible energy around us, work out what it is and why and everything else, and the services, and then deal with it and look at ourselves. That's the one thing we don't do, is look at ourselves, look at our behaviors. How do we treat people? How do we say things? How do we word things? Have an understanding of yourself first and foremost. You know? Oh, totally agree, Mandy. I enjoy mine. Don't get me wrong, it's a tough journey, but I still enjoy it. It's still the best decision I ever made to go down this route. There you go, Claire. I get other pains when I'm near people who have ailments. You hate it. I've also dreamed things and they can actually come true. Then start connecting to it on a conscious level, Claire. Again, join a development circle. Understand that you're an energy being in a human body. You know, you're going to pick up, especially if you're clairsentient like myself, you'll pick up other people's pains and ailments. But once you understand that they're not yours, you'll pick it up, you'll feel it, you go, okay, and in your head you can push it out because it's not yours. And then the pains and the ailments go. That's where you have to get disciplined. This is where Ash was saying about control your mind side of things. Understand that you have to have the intention, okay, I accept that, I feel that energy, I know it's coming from that person and they got this problem, that problem, this issue, they're feeling and thinking like this, but I know it's not mine, so that energy can stay out of me. That's where the learning comes from. That's the development, that's the growth, especially if you want to be a medium or whatever. Nice one, Ash. Right. Sorry, was starting to talk about Jonathan Ridley, wasn't I? Anyone to me, Jonathan Ridley? Oh, it's interesting, Barbara. I find it interesting because, again, like I say, I'm an engineer by trade, but we got to understand we're all energy beings. Everything has a resonant frequency. Even this microphone that I'm using, if I put it wide up to a machine, it would tell me what that resonant frequency is. And some people say, what do you mean by resonant frequency? Well, we all know the soprano singer who can sing with a crystal glass, whoa, and make it shatter and everything else like that. That's frequency, that's harmonics, that's vibration. And now, on an engineering thing, on a scale, we all know about the spectrum of light from infrared to ultraviolet, and we all remember learning that at school and everything else like that. That has the same thing with a resonant frequency with every object, with the human body, with the human mind, everything, with a plant, with a piece of wood, everything has a resonant frequency at one end, and you have it at the other end. You can make it shatter and fall apart at one end, and at the other you can make it the best version of itself. They even made a movie about it with Bruce Willis, didn't we, and Samuel L. Jackson. I think it was called Broken or something, or Glass, I think it was, where you had Samuel L. Jackson, you had, every ailment known to man and brittle bones disease, that if he just banged his hand, he'll break his bones and everything else. And then he wanted to find someone who was on the other end of the spectrum, who was ultra strong and like a superhero. And it turned out to be Bruce Willis, who was just a normal guy. So all I'm saying is, that's it, Unbreakable. Thank you, Bernadette. So all I'm saying is, if you think about it on vibration, frequency, everything else, if you're around somebody who's feeling low and depressed, you can feel that low depression energy around them. And chances are you walk away feeling that low energy vibration around you. When you're around someone who's upbeat and happy and all that, chances are you'll walk away feeling lighter, happier, upbeat, because their energy has thing you've connected. You can feel that. You can feel the atmosphere, energy, atmosphere, all the same word, all the same meaning. You can feel the atmosphere. And how many of us walk into know them without talking to anyone? You just know them. This is what this is all about. It's not about someone who has a gift and can talk to dead people, or has a gift and can do healing or whatever. It's nothing to do with all of that. It's about us as beings, as energy beings that are in a human body, and how we're all connected. Whether you're spirit, whether you're in the 3D, the 5D, it doesn't matter. We all have this ability, because we're all energy. And start thinking of it differently. We talk about love, right? Someone described to me what love is in a human way. No one can. It's just a feeling we have. No one can truly prove what love is. It's just a feeling we have. That's what this is all about. That's what spiritualism, energy, psychic, whatever label you want to put on it. This is what this is all about. How does it make you feel? We have to learn those feelings. We have to understand how our body reacts. We have to understand how we feel. We have to understand what we like, what we dislike. And it's all about a feeling. It's all about what feels right to you, what doesn't feel right, what feels uncomfortable, what needs to be dealt with, what doesn't need to be dealt with. It's all about feeling. It's all about love. Love is feeling. So don't shut your emotions down. There's a lot going around where it's saying we need to control our emotions and stuff like that. I say the opposite. Let's embrace our emotions. Our emotions are what teach us. We will make mistakes. We will overreact. We will overlove. We will underlove. We will do all these things. But connect to it. Connect to our emotions. Our emotions will guide us. That silent voice in our head, that gut instinct where our soul sits in our solar plexus. Learn to believe in yourself, not with your mind, but with your heart. Love is energy. Love is all around. That famous song. The opening line of the Gospel of St. Thomas is, God is within you and all around you. Lift a stone and I am there. Crack a piece of wood, I am there. You don't need temples of stone to worship my name. God is emotion. God is feeling. God is love. And I don't mean to be religious, but what I'm talking about, remove the word God. Have that connection to a higher power. We are energy beings. We are beings of love. Connect to that energy. Don't dismiss emotions. Don't dismiss how you feel. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be joyous. Be authentic and honor who you are. Be authentic and honor your true self and your true soul. And this is the problem. We live in a society where we're dictated, not just by authorities, not just by society, but by social media, by our friends, by our family. we should do this, we should do that, we should live this way, we should live that way, we should have this job, we should have that job, we should have this car, that car, we go holiday here, there, stuff it all. What do you want? What down deep in your soul and in your heart, what you feel, what do you want? That's what love is about. That's what spiritual is about. That's what the higher levels are all about. Allow your love to flow. Allow yourself to be you. And if you can live your life in pure happiness and love and walk around and be happy because you deal with your stuff and you just concentrate on you and your emotions and your love and your growth, that's the inspiration. That's how we change this world. We don't change this world by telling people what they should and shouldn't be doing with their lives. We change this world by being the inspiration, the best version of ourselves. And then people look at us and go, I want a piece of that. How do they do it? So spread the love. Know that everyone's fighting their own individual battles. And just a smile and a good day to somebody can make their day. I love you all, guys. I'm sorry for ranting a little bit there. And I'm sorry that if I ranted a bit more and I didn't give a little bit more readings out to people. But things are changing. The world is awakening. And this is about love and ourselves. So look at yourselves, heal yourselves, love yourselves, and give that light to as many people as you can in the world. And I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Much love. Good night.